I think there's something wrong with what the governor and the health department are doing.
That is the owner of a restaurant, Gourmelts, in Spotsylvania County, who's not following COVID-19 guidelines. That was Matt Strickland, says he doesn't need to be told what to do. Fox 5 Sierra Fox live tonight in Fredericksburg inside of that restaurant, explaining what is happening now to the restaurant's future and potential license. Sierra.
Marina, this restaurant, Gourmelts, here in Fredericksburg, Virginia, has received 50 complaints for breaking COVID-19 rules, and as a result, the restaurant's license has been suspended, but clearly they're still operating per usual. Take a look. Servers don't have to wear masks. There's very little social distancing happening in here, and people are still sitting at the bar. But the owner says he doesn't plan to change his mind. Take a listen. Do you believe the coronavirus is real?
Oh yeah, it's real, just like any other virus is real. The flu's real, pneumonia is real. You know what I mean? It's real. It's just as survivable as those other viruses. You know? And there's no reason that the whole country needs to be closed down because of it. It's not going anywhere. We need to learn to live with it. And as you can see, Americans are they're tired of living in fear.
The owner there, Matt Strickland, who served in Iraq and Afghanistan for 8 years, says he is only supposed to allow 19 people to be seated inside his restaurant, but instead he's allowing a full house. Strickland doesn't understand why guests can sit at tables but not at the bar. The owner claims the health department's lack of an explanation doesn't make sense to him.
I keep saying we're in the middle of the pandemic. When are we at the end of the pandemic? You know what I mean? It's been a year almost, and they didn't ask me to do certain things for 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. They're asking me to do something for an indefinite amount of time just because they said so. And to me, that violates my constitutional rights.
The people in here are praising the owner for staying open, whereas others think it's wrong.
We actually saw last night through social media that the restaurant was getting suspended because they weren't following certain protocols, that they faced a huge fine possibly, and we wanted to make sure we came out and supported local for an owner who is doing what he feels is right by his employees.
I definitely don't agree with that. I think it's unsafe for the people that work there, the people in the community. And I think that's why I've seen so many cars over there. I was wondering why business seemed like it had picked up a lot.
You may be wondering, how is this restaurant getting away with staying open? Well, I asked the health department, and they say they visited yesterday, and they're still trying to figure out what to do next. Fines and jail time are on the table, but the owner here says he is lawyered up, so he's prepared for whatever they bring next. Back to you.
Sarah, you're live on television, so the health department doesn't necessarily need to be there. It's happening right behind you. Did he ever at any point, the owner, shut down the restaurant? I mean, we're almost a year into this pandemic. Did he at a point say, I've got to open back up to survive, or has it been like this the entire time?
Yeah, Marina, at the start of the pandemic, the owner said he did shut down for 3 months, but at this point he says he's tired of it. He has to make a living, and at this point he thinks the decision should be up to restaurant owners on whether or not they should stay open or not.
We'll see what happens, but including in those criminal charges, misdemeanor charges are possible as well. Sierra Fox live tonight from Fredericksburg.